Hi everyone, I'm Nyjah. I'm always so awkward and nervous whenever I introduce myself, and I don't know why, because no one's here. Anyways, in today's video, I will be telling you my skincare routine and what I use to keep it looking fresh and to keep it looking its best in the current state that it's in. Whenever you're focusing on your skincare routine or your skincare journey, it's always important to look at your skin for the current state that it's in rather than getting fixated on the goal or end goal you want it to be, because that can lead you into buying products that are not suitable for you at the moment. So it's best to really listen to your skin and take a good look at it, because you could be someone like me who had clear skin majority of their life, but then when I went on birth control, the hormones went crazy and then my skin went wild in college. So it's definitely important to remember that your skin is going to be changing throughout your entire life, and to look at what it currently looks like and then find your products based on that. Because when I started my skincare journey, I was on an advanced Acne organic kit, and now if I used that face wash, that's way too harsh on my skin and that would actually cause me to break out. So it's doing so much more harm than good. Now in today's video, we will be talking about how ageism has influenced me and the pressures of it. Because I think about this as I get older, and I think it's hilarious that teens will see a 24 or 25-year-old and think they are so old, and then see a 35-year-old and think they are ancient getting ready to lie in their deathbed, without realizing as you get older, you begin to thrive and you actually become more yourself and who you are. And it really is a beautiful thing. So I just kind of want to talk about why we have so much pressure to feel we need to accomplish these big dreams at a young age, and then as we get older, we can't be big dreamers anymore. It's also crazy how the older we get, the less value society puts on our life, who we are, our capabilities, our skills. So that is definitely a topic I want to dive into. Ageism is defined as stereotyping or discrimination against individuals or groups based on their age. And sometimes people think ageism only affects old people or seniors, but that's not true at all. It affects all of us. And even if it did only target them, a lot of us will be old ass seniors anyways. So we really can't run away from this. But I'm going to head on over to the bathroom so I can get this skincare routine started and I can get my face looking fresh and supple. Okay, let's go. The first step to my skincare routine is to use the Eminence Organics Stone Crop Gel Wash. All the products that I'm using are going to be by Eminence because I live by this brand. And it's 100% organic, 100% cruelty-free. And this is a delicate gel cleanser for the face and eyes. Succulent plant extracts, perfectly deep cleanse without drying effects. I'm so happy I found this because my skin was getting so irritated during the winter time, and now I'll never give this face wash up. Mind you, I do mix other brands into my skincare routine, but majority of the products that I use are Eminence. After I cleanse my face, I use the Clarifying Mask, also by Eminence, of course. And this is encapsulated with salicylic acid. If you're someone who has oily skin or you've ever experienced acne, you need salicylic acid in your life. That is your best friend. But while I put this on, I'm also going to be using my face steamer that I only use. Why is this stuck? Hold up. Oh, I could just get up, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. Here's my face steamer. So I only use this once a week because if you use it too much, you're gonna overproduce oil in your face. I tend to use this on a day that I'm not going out, and it comes with a little back part. You just put that in, you press the button, and then it's gonna start steaming up. I'm gonna leave this on for about 5 minutes before I start steaming my face, so then I can do half and half, and then the steam will really let it soak in and get into my pores. When I reflect on the first time I felt the pressures of ageism, it was when I failed my financial accounting class in my first year of college. I decided to take a year off after high school, and I didn't know what I wanted to major in, so I thought that was a good decision for me. But right when I got in, I was like, okay, it is go time. There is no messing around. You need to get these courses done so you can graduate and get a job. I didn't take into account how hard these classes would be. I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna go to school. I'm just gonna get it done. And in my accounting class, I got a solid 46%. I was devastated. I had worked so hard to try and understand that class, but I couldn't. And what was even more sad was I wasn't upset. Well, I was upset over the fact that I got a 46%, but I was even more upset over the fact that I was gonna be graduating closer to 24 rather than graduating right when I was 23. I'm backtracking through all these thoughts about how I could have done better, and now I'm not gonna be able to be successful, and now I'm gonna be old, which old to me was just like some teens think, like 25. I was battling these societal pressures of hearing people who went to school right after high school and then they graduated and they have this successful job in the tech industry and they live in a beautiful home and all of these things. I ended up taking accounting that summer and I passed with flying colors. Hello. I also ended up taking another course that I hadn't taken that summer because I could not live with the fact that I was going to be graduating later. I had to get it done. And on top of that, if you're a first generation Canadian or you have immigrant parents, you know that they care so much about education and a well-paying job because they come from countries where the norms are different and the hustle is so different. So they're gonna teach that to you. But it puts so much pressure because not only do you have pressure from the outside world and like media and things like that, you have it directly in your home. So that's what I was dealing with. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take 2 courses this summer. I debated taking 3 courses that summer, which probably would have made me fail accounting again. So I'm happy I didn't do that. But that was what I was struggling with a lot. You do not have to be moving this face steamer around, but I just really want to get it in there, you know? Plus I'm talking, so it's like blowing the air everywhere. Films that really reinforce this societal pressure of accomplishing so much at a young age are films like Emily in Paris, where Lily Collins says this girl is fresh out of graduation and she's 22-ish. I'm sorry, in what world is that realistic? That sounds like the privilege of the top 1% because honestly, I didn't even watch that movie, so I'm not gonna be too critical of it. I watched 45 minutes of it and was like, okay, I see where this is going. I can't relate. Honestly, no one's gonna experience in their lifetime. Right out of college, you move to Paris and you have this dream job and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to my boyfriend, but like, I have a job that pays me $100,000 a year. I know I just graduated 3 months ago, but like, this is a really big thing for me. Film creates this pressure that we're all trying to reach the same goal by the same age, and that success and happiness should look the exact same and feel the exact same to everyone, and that is not true. People have different purposes in life, people have different life paths, and all of us accomplishing everything by the time we're in our mid-20s is so unrealistic, and it isn't true. And I do believe like media and film need to stop doing that because it's starting to make films so undesirable to watch. After I'm done with my clay mask, I move on to my second mask, which is the Citrus and Kale Potent C&E mask. This is a brightening mask, and it also reduces any swelling and inflammation in your skin. Now I'm starting to see that people are being a lot more transparent with when they're accomplishing things, and you know, they're starting to accept the fact and love the fact that you're not gonna accomplish these massive life milestones or goals really early in your 20s. Some people will, but for a lot of us, we won't, because like I said, with Emily in Paris, it's unrealistic. I even think of when I started my YouTube channel. If I started that when I was a teen, and I remember my dad saying, well, why don't you start it now so then when you take a year off of school, you can be working on that. But if I started back then, I wouldn't be able to even talk about the topics that I talk about now. There were so many obstacles and learning curves that I had to go through to become the person that I am today. And I also think of when I was a kid, I was so shy. So me having a YouTube channel back when I was a teen, that wasn't gonna work. Ageism creates this scarcity mindset, which causes people to rush into decisions that, you know, aren't for them and make them feel really insecure or make them feel extremely vulnerable. Honestly, having patience and being present in the moment is something that is really hard to do, but once I started doing it, you feel so much more content and you feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders and you feel like, you know, you don't feel as fazed by things that are going by. You don't feel as fazed when people are accomplishing things before you, or people are getting, you know, blessings in their life before you at a way younger age. It's time to remove this mask because it's starting to crack. Do you see? It's kind of gross. You know what? I'm not gonna peel that. I'm just gonna remove it because I don't wanna gross you out. I'll be back. Once I'm done with my second face mask, I'll be using the Birch Water Purifying Essence, and this is good for all skin types. The Birch Water Purifying Essence and Snow Mushroom infuse deep hydration, leaving skin soft, supple, and rejuvenated. A luxurious addition to your skincare ritual. So this is amazing because what it does is whatever product you put over top, it helps absorb it even more so that you're getting all the ingredients of whichever product you're putting on next. It smells so good and it feels so gentle on the skin. This was something that actually changed the game in my dry skin situation. This is something that you can definitely put on your neck as well. And then over top of that, I'm using the Mangosteen Revitalizing Mist. It doesn't work, like the mist thing broke because everything is breaking on me. So tragic. So I'm gonna use it on a cotton pad, but I'm just gonna like tap that in because it should be misting onto your face rather than going directly on. So I'll just tap, tap, tap. But what this does is escape to paradise with every spritz. If I could spritz, I would. Dreamy combination of antioxidant-packed mangosteen and pore refining red clover works perfectly in harmony to revitalize the skin. This really does smell like a paradise getaway. Now after that, this is the Wild Plum Eye Cream, and it targets the look of dark circles and signs of fatigue. Iron-rich wild plum rejuvenates and brightens the look of the eye area. Sweet. So I'll just take a tiny bit of that. Just put that on my eyelid. I was told to tap like this. I don't know why, but now I'm passing the message along to you. So, you know, don't rub, tap. And for my face cream, I'm using the Firm Skin Açai Moisturizer. This says it hydrates and nourishes aging skin with rich shea butter and skin plumping hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is everything. So remember the two acids for acne, salicylic acid, and for supple and hydrated skin, hyaluronic acid in any of your skin products. But it's targeted formulas homeostatic. Listen, okay, so Eminence uses advanced technology, which means they use really big words in their skincare, so I'm not gonna get into the scientific words, but Biocomplex boosts the appearance and elasticity for younger looking skin. Isn't that crazy? Ageism is even in product marketing because they don't want people to look old. They know that people will go crazy if they start aging. So I actually didn't buy this cream because of the anti-aging in it. I bought it because it hydrates so well and it helps my skin stay hydrated all day. I think it's kind of strange when people will say to like celebrities in magazines, you know, or like type headlines about them and be like, you know, J-Lo doesn't look a day over 20. Why are we lying? J-Lo doesn't look her age. She looks a little bit younger, but she's a beautiful grown woman with 2 kids that are going to be teenagers soon. Can we just accept the fact that she is a full-grown woman who is beautiful and who has aged beautifully? That is it for my skincare routine. I hope you enjoyed it, and that was my little 2 cents on ageism and how it's affected me and the pressures I've felt from it. And you know, we just need to fight this idea because it's targeting everyone and it's honestly not even worth it. I will list all of my items that I've used in this video down below in the description box. And if you got to the end, you're amazing, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.